Hi, I'm Joanne Carey. Welcome back to my channel. Today, the guides come through with a message around expectations and how we're always getting what we expect. They walk us through some examples and some practical steps for us to do in order to ensure that the experiences that are reflected back to us are matching the expectations that we are looking at. I hope that you enjoy their message and find it useful in helping you manifest exactly what you're looking for. Enjoy! Greetings. Today we wish to speak to you about expectation. The key that what you expect is what you receive. This can be a great benefit, or you may perceive it as a hindrance or a limitation. You are always getting what you expect in every moment that you be. And so the question to you today is, what is it that you are expecting? We hear some of you saying, but I am always expecting the good stuff. And we may say that in those moments when you are excited and you are looking forward to those things that you are creating in the world, that indeed you are thinking positively. You are expecting the positive. Where we suggest you begin looking is at those thoughts within your mind that are actually stating something different than that. So, for instance, are you expecting to have a good day? Are you expecting that things will always work out in your benefit? Or do you say, is there a part of you, is there a thought or a belief or a conditioning in your mind that tells you, oh, I knew in retrospect that that was going to happen. Oh, I know that if I go to this place, it's going to be miserable. Oh, I know that things never work out for me. Oh, that always happens. When you are conditioned to expect things not to work out in your favor, when you are conditioned through your experience to believe that things never work out, when you don't believe that things like that can happen to you, I can't believe that happened. Oh, you're so lucky. In these small phrases that you say to yourself, these are words to become aware of, phrases to become aware of. For they are creating a flow of expectation that brings to them exactly what they are expecting. Again, like attracts like. And so if you are in one moment going, yes, I am wanting to have this money, this house, this experience, and in the other you're saying, oh, I can't have that. We've never had that. Nobody in my family has ever had that. How can I? When you're saying to yourself, I just knew that it was going to be hard. Things are always hard. My life is hard. Then of course you are going to get what you expect. Your life is going to be challenging and difficult. It is these phrases that you say to yourself in those quiet moments when you're by yourself, when you have this new opportunity, for instance, that is coming your way, that is determining what is being reflected back at you. Now, the great news is that as you are maintaining higher levels of frequency, and as the earth herself is maintaining this higher level of frequency, your outpicturing of your manifestations, of your thoughts becoming things, you are able to see how your thoughts and patterns are being reflected back at you. And as we've shared, when you see now that you have had this thought and it's resulted in an outpicturing, an experience in your life that you prefer not to have, that is your chance to reflect back and say, what was the thought that I was thinking? What is the pattern or belief that I have that has resulted in that? And I'm now choosing differently. You are always in choice. Nobody's doing anything to you. Everything is for your experience. In fact, everything is happening for you. And so if you get yourself conditioned, reprogrammed per se, rewire yourself with the new expectation that everything is always working out for you, then that is what you begin to experience. And this can happen quickly now, the more you test it. But it is imperative that you be aware of the thoughts and the patterns that are running in your system. And they are coming up for you to see. And they're coming up for you to see through the experiences that you are having. So every time you have an experience that is not to your liking, that is the exact moment that you say, what was the thought that I was thinking? What was the expectation that I had that would be this as its outcome? That would be the reflection that I now have. And that allows you to begin saying, oh, this is the story that I'm telling myself. This is the expectation that I'm having that actually isn't benefiting me. And I'm going to choose to have a different thought. I am going to choose to be more aware of those subtle voices in my head, the voices in my head that continue to speak and continue to expect things that I actually don't want. You are powerful creator beings. Everything is choice. Many of you know that. And many of you are working so hard on manifesting and knowing about the law of attraction and working to have your thoughts in that way. But if you are not paying attention to how your life is being reflected back at you, you may very well be missing some of those expectations, those patterns that are in fact being reflected back in ways that you would prefer not to experience. So you are always getting what you expect. And so the question is, as you look at your life and the experiences you are having, are they ones that you prefer? Are they ones that you are not preferring? And if they are ones that you are not preferring, then take a moment to reflect and pay attention. Set the intention to be aware of the thoughts that are present in your mind in the moment when you are least conscious of them. You will have them brought to you. Set your reticular activating system to your benefit. Have it bring forth to you those awarenesses that you need to be aware of the thoughts that you're thinking that are creating the life outpictured. You can create anything, absolutely anything without exception. Take a inventory of your experiences. See where things are going great and continue to move forward like that. And when something comes up as the signpost of something you are not liking, then simply take a look around and say, what was the thought that I was most recently thinking that would result in this expectation being fulfilled? We bless you on your journey. We thank you for your presence. And until we connect again, we send you oh so much love. If you like that message from my team, please like it, share it, turn on notifications, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on other messages just for you.